James 5 and what?
We're going to start at the top.
Okay.
The Water Brothers for getting on too, bro. You know, it's kind of late early.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Time, brother. Can. All right, shalom. We want to start off by giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem. We'll say double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders at Great Millstone for teaching us this word of truth and sincerity and for ruling well. Salutations to the 144,000, the elect, starting with the 144,000 men, along with the mixed multitude of men, women, and children who also believe and fear the name Yahawah Shai. Okay, we out here another week with our official camp sit down. It's a little later in the week, but you know we all in different places right now, so we had to work with the time we get. But we thankful that you brothers and select Aqua can tune in. Hey, I'm brother Gabar YAHAWADAH.
This is a brother Kahanallah.
Brother Aria YAHAWADAH.
God, and we the brothers of GMS Hawaii. And today's lesson was inspired by this video that you see in front of you. It's the elders from the Bay Area, along with LD Ashawamba and the Akim out there in the Bay, GMS SF Bay. All right. And they say something in this lesson. Now, I'm not sure if it's the live went off. It might have ended, but it might still be going on. But I caught it at a certain point, and I wanted to edify off of that particular point. And the title of this lesson is E is still benefiting. It should have been off. It says of, but I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it before ending the article at the end of this lesson. But it should be entitled E is still benefiting off our enslavement, and that's exactly what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you do in this world is on a fraudulent basis, even if you think that you're on the up and up. You know, you work, taxes get taken out of your money. But they have laws that state that no taxation without representation. You know, labor, your fair labor in exchange for money is all that's needed. But they tax the hell out of you, so that's fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? The money system is an abomination. Hey, you all get the scripture where it says an unjust weight is an abomination to the Most High.
God.
And America is full of unjust weights. The money system is a complete unjust weight. At one point, it was used to trade gold for gold, and then it went to silver, and then it went to nothing. And this same piece of paper made out of cotton, you know what I'm saying, is has the world in a vice grip, you know, a vice grip of confusion. And it all was made possible through the harsh murdering, killing, destroying, and enslavement of our people here in America and even abroad. All right, bring out that precept, Ariel, Baba Gashan.
It's Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1.
Kahan, bring it up.
Yeah. Proverbs 11 verse 1.
Go ahead and read it, bro.
Gone to water, brother. It says, a false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahawah Shai, but a just weight is his delight.
What do you say in the NLT, brother?
In the NLT?
Mm-hmm.
The Lord Yahawah Shai detests the use of dishonest scales, but he delights in accurate weights.
Read it again.
Proverbs 11:1 NLT, the Lord Yahawah Shai detests the use of dishonest scales, but he delights in accurate weights.
He delights in accurate weights, man.
Right.
Because the Heavenly Father and His Son Yahawah are just. You know what I'm saying? In all things, it's a balance. And if you have too much of anything, it's an imbalance. Even the body got too much of something, it causes an imbalance, a disruption in the system. And this devil, Esau, Edom, his weights are unjust. You know what I'm saying? His money system is imbalanced. He enslaved millions of people, killed millions of, when I say people, I'm talking about Israelites. We don't care about the other nations. He enslaved millions of Israelites around the globe. Then he killed off, murdered, massacred, made them disease-ridden to accomplish his goal. And it was set off the blood, back, and tears of the children of Israel. There's a precept, Kahan, can you get it? It says, I was sore displeased with the heathen. Something like that. I was a little displeased. I think it was, I was a little displeased, but they have furthered their affliction. Because they take the notion that slavery happened, it was necessary to build this place, and that it was necessary for them to benefit. But they weren't doing it because they were a just people, knowing that we had committed a grave iniquity against our power by disobeying him and his commandments, and basically profaning his name in front of the heathens. They weren't doing it because of that. It wasn't a righteous purpose. The Lord gave us into their hands, but once he gave us into their hands, they did this. Go ahead and read it, brother.
This is the book of Zechariah 1:15. It says, I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
Yeah, that's right. Read it again, Baba Gashah.
Zechariah 1:15, it says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, but they helped forward the affliction.
Right. So the Heavenly Father, even though he was extremely mad at us, he says he was a little displeased. Because if the Lord was completely displeased with us, he would have destroyed our people. But for the remnant, say he didn't do that. And remember, it wasn't just the wicked of our people that came over here. We all wicked. But you have the Israelites are a blessed people. So forgiveness is always open to the Israelites, especially the elect. That's where you get a mercy from. That's what the grace is for them Israelites to fix themselves through the spirit and power of Yahawah to face the Lord and go to the Lord and to redeem them, to be redeemed by the Redeemer himself, which is Yahawah, right? So we as Israelites, in reality, the Lord don't count our sins and our iniquities. Lord, when we part of the elect, there's a pardon for that. That's not saying that you just do what you want to do, but it's saying that like we're a people of mercy in the eyes of the Lord. And these nations, they took advantage of that. They took advantage to the point where like there's a precept and there's a precept in the book of Judah, chapter 5, where it speaks about when we were in line with our power, nobody could do anything with us. But if the Lord found any iniquity in us, the heathen will overtake us. So now we live in a place where this devil has weaponized sin and iniquity, wickedness. That's a weapon. And he's used it against our people, and our people have happily received it. It's the biggest whip in the world. You know, me and the brother Kahan always say, America's biggest export is wickedness, man. You had something, brother?
Yeah, I had a quick one here in the book of Jeremiah 50 and verse 7. It says, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said,
start at 6.
Jeremiah 50 and 6, my people have been lost sheep, their shepherds have caused them to go astray, they have turned them away on the mountains, they have gone from mountain to hill, they have forgotten their resting place.
Right. So it says, my people have been lost sheep. Remember, Yahawah said, go not into the way of the Gentiles, into any of the cities of Samaria, but go into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Where were we lost at? Amongst these nations in confusion, following after their ways, believing that we were one of them. You know what I'm saying? It says, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. All these false leaders, these fake leaders, these fake shepherds, who only the hirelings that only cared about themselves and build themselves up on the backs of their own people. They caused our people to go astray. These different leaders, even our own kings back in the day, that hypnotized Jake with wickedness, man. They saw them doing it. Jake got into it, and you know how it go after that. It's a straight rap. It says to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill, going to these different nations, trying to seek out some truth, trying to seek a spiritual way up versus through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. Idol worshiping these idols, trying to benefit from these non-living entities, man. An inanimate object, worshiping a rock, worshiping a piece of wood, you know, worshiping yourself.
Money.
That's a big thing. Like I was watching this video earlier, this demon, this black succubus, she said she slept with like over 3,000 men or people, and she said that she'll get pooped on her feet, which I'm sure he pooped in her mouth for some money. She said she'll let him poop shit on her feet. She'll go wash it off, and she get $10,000. You know what I'm saying? And she said she does it because she loves money. She loves money, and what that money will bring her, the access. You know, she don't have a person like that don't have any moral fibers, right? It says they have forgotten their resting place. What is our resting place? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's where we rest at. And our people have forgotten that. You got it, brother.
God, verse 7, it says, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahweh, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers.
So Esau believed that just because we sin against our father, we sin against our power, that he can just do whatever to us, that is warranted. He can literally go above and beyond to destroy us because we did something against our power. But wait a minute, you ain't our power, nigga. The Lord used you as a whooping stick, but then you took it to the next level. You know, you made it so that you can permanently and in your mind indefinitely exploit our people for your gain and for your prosperity. You know what I'm saying? It says they have sinned. It says we offend not. So these nations, they really believe that they're not offended by killing our people, destroying our people, because even if you kill the wickedest Israelite, guess what? He's still an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? That ain't your job. That ain't your call. Even though it's a spirit of the Lord putting a death angel on any man or woman to do such a thing, guess what? That person's still held accountable for it. He can't step back and say, "Oh, the demons jumped on me." You know what I'm saying? Like that Jake that flew over that bench, that judge's bench, and beat that Edomite judge up. He had a demon on him. He had several. He was strong. That man was possessed, man, to the point he could fly. You know what I'm saying? Albeit temporarily. You feel me? But he can't tell a judge. He tried to tell a judge, I got mental health problems. She didn't care. She was like, you go to prison. I got something for you. And he said he had something for her and gave her a knuckle sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, it's comedy, it's relief, but at the same time, it's serious, bro. These people cannot, they don't understand the spiritual aspect of why they even doing what they're doing. They just have an innate hate for our people, bro. You know, and they think that they don't offend the Most High because they have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the habitation of justice. Even Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the hope of their fathers, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai was the hope of our fathers. Even when Yahushai wasn't on the scene, our people was waiting and hoping on a Messiah to come. Yahushai always been there, but when he came in the flesh, you know, he was born into this world through a father, through a mother, raised up in Jerusalem, mainly in Nazareth. You know what I mean? Born in Bethlehem. His birth was prophesied as it was written, so it happened. Right? So our people was waiting on that. And how you can tell that? And the brother Shamayawan or Simeon, he said that, I don't know if it was, the angel came to him, told him that he wouldn't die until he saw the Messiah with his own eyes, man. And he said, this child is set for the rise and fall and redemption, roughly paraphrasing, of the children of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord has always been our hope, you know? You got something else, brother?
Yeah, I'm going through like the cross references for that precept.
Come on, brother.
You got a couple of good ones.
Bring it out, show it on the screen.
All right, so this one in the book of Isaiah 51 and 23, it says, "But I will put into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over, and thou hast laid that body as the ground and as the street to them that went over."
Break it down, bro.
That's right. And like we're going into, the Lord was displeased, but these heathen nations, chiefly Esau, Edom, they want to keep Jake in that perpetual, serving status, man. Like it's, if we was just like their personal slaves for eternity, and that's why that precept that says is Israel a homeborn slave, roughly paraphrasing.
Con. Hey, get that precept, y'all. I think it's Jeremiah 2:15.
Con, and the Lord didn't create the Israelites to be servants unto the heathens, man. But although be it that we went off and went astray from the Lord, yeah, he punished us. But again, these heathen nations, man, chiefly Esau, he's made us to become servants, not just physically, but even spiritually, man. And this is why you see Jake destroyed the way they are, and it's to a point where you tell Jake the good news of the kingdom and all the good things that the Lord's gonna do for us, and they don't even want to receive it. Like to them, it like a world cannot exist without Esau, Edom being in the top or at the same level as them. You know, so that's how much these heathen. Well, that's how much Esau has damaged our people, man. Their spirit, their moral fiber. It's just like completely destroyed.
And that's a benefit for Esau. As
God.
long as we destroy, he can rule over us. Go ahead and read it, brother.
That's Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 14.
Come on, brother.
Bring it up on the screen, Bob Shot. Okay, the water, brother. Jeremiah 2 and 14, prophet Jeremiah. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Yeah. And that's what you ask. And you see Jake in that mindset where they just gotta have Esau over them. They just gotta have Esau next to them. Meanwhile, Jake Esau don't Meanwhile, Esau don't want to be next to you. He don't want you next to him.
Yep.
What you saying, brother?
I was going to say Jake has Stockholm syndrome. Right. Stockholm syndrome. That's right. Can you bring that up, brother Baba Kashai? Brother Kahan? Stockholm syndrome, that definition. That's what Jake has. Stockholm syndrome is a proposed condition or theory that tries to explain why hostages sometimes develop a psychological bond with their captors. And that's what Jake has done over here. He's developed a psychological bond with these devils. And even sometimes you'll hear Jake say it. We be out in the street and brothers be doing lessons, and Jake will say, what, we be talking about Esau's destruction, and Jake will say, well, what about the white man? Is he gonna be destroyed? That's Stockholm syndrome. You love your captors, nigga. You listen. We're slaves over here. We're in a. This is a battlefield for us. You're not supposed to love your captors. It says it is supposed to result from a rather specific set of circumstances, namely the power imbalances contained in hostage taking, kidnapping, and abusive relationships. This is all of that. Us over here in Babylon the Great, we're hostages, we're kidnapped, this is will be considered an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
And we tell people that when we do these lessons and we speak about, Esau being Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Nigga, he don't love you. We're hostages over here. No matter what benefits Jake think he has with Esau, it's a lopsided relationship.
Yeah.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
that's a heavy thing right there.
Yeah, you look at who benefits in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In those situations, in an abusive relationship, the one that's oppressing the other is the one that's really benefiting.
That's right.
You got the person in constant fear. You got the person in constant subjection. You got the person in constant bewilderment and confusion. So he can do whatever he wants to this person. And even when he acts nice or tries to do something that's, positive to the person, now the person don't know what to do. So they spend so much time with this person, they end up loving this person. And this definition was derived from a hostage situation that happened in Stockholm, Sweden. I think it's Sweden or something like that. Stockholm, Sweden. And the people were captured so long that they grew a fondness for their captors, man.
Patty Hearst.
Yeah, but not realizing that you were a victim. You know what I'm saying? You were victimized. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Daniel, what is it? 9 and 12. Daniel 9 and 12.
And when Yahawashai return, make his second coming, he gonna snap all of these jakes out of that Stockholm syndrome. Because on that page, it asks a question. It says, how do you break someone out of Stockholm syndrome? Our answer for that is Yahawashai. Whether 2/3 like it or not, when Yahawashai return, they're going to be snapped out of that Stockholm syndrome because they're going to see this so-called black man coming in power and glory. And that punishment that he's going to bring for the wicked is going to snap them out of it.
Right. Go ahead, read it, bro.
This is the book of Daniel 9 and 12. It says, and he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil, for under the whole heaven has not been done as had been done upon Jerusalem.
So no nation on this earth has been put into the subjection and oppression like we have. No nation on this earth suffers from Stockholm syndrome worse than the children of Israel, the true children of Israel.
That's right.
The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's crazy because all of this does fall into the realm of Esau benefiting, from our captivity. As long as we down, this man believes he can be up. As long as we're in a state of total confusion and subjection unto him, because you would say, and no one in their right mind would defend their captain. If you're a POW, you're not going to defend no Viet Cong. If you're a victim of rape, you're not going to defend your rapist. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get him. You want him dealt with to the highest extent of the law. But our people, they want that, and Esau wants that, because in reality, we always say, in the New World Order, because the elders had mentioned this, in the New World Order, bro, it ain't no space for us. You know what I mean? They want us gone. If they could get us all going, they'll do that. If they can't get us all going, they'll try to control us through Satanism, through the Quran. You know what I'm saying? Keep you blocked off from your power. Because, brothers, what we're doing, what this is right now, this is offensive to Esau. and it
That's
should be because his system is offensive to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
right.
you look at it like that, you're like, damn man, like this man, he really got Jake in a trick bag, man. But it's really Yahawah Shah because Jake wants to worship this man.
He
Any
does.
nigga that's defending Esau, Edom, you deserve what you get. And
That's right.
the scripture says that anybody that's found with this is going to be like a chase road, and anybody that's found with him going to be cut through with a sword, man.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? You should be in the mindset of let me get away from this man, but instead, because your Stockholm syndrome, you want to get close to this man. You want to hold on to this man. You said this man was your king. You got it, bro.
Yeah,
And that's
they have loved the world more than they've loved, Yahweh Shema Shai. I have this quick definition. It says Stockholm syndrome. It's a relationship in a relationship refers to a situation where an individual develops a strong emotional ties, empathy, or even loyalty to their abuser despite the harm or danger they might be causing. So we see how Esau, established his society, man, to pretty much be against Jake, man.
yeah.
Spiritually, physically, everything is to destroy chiefly the Israelite man. And although now, you have like all sorts of whistleblowers, all sorts of information, how that's true, that Esau purposely destroys our people, man. Jake has that strong, Stockholm syndrome, man. And they've developed, empathy, which empathy, real quick, the definition, it says, oh, shoot, real quick, Salakia. Empathy, it says the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, which pretty much, that's them making Jake an excuse to be like, nah,
That's crazy.
Esau can't get judged. Sensitivity towards uh what else? Understanding of togetherness. So when the truth is being brought out about Esau, all the wickedness he has done against our people, and chiefly the judgment that the Lord has prepared for them, Jake in the world, they have empathy for these devils, man. Like,
They
damn,
love you so, man.
but they're humans too. But they're just little children. But they didn't do nothing. It was their forefathers. All that is part of that psychological trauma that they've gone through, man. And like the brother was going into, it says right here that Stockholm syndrome requires long-term trauma therapy. Well, hey, the Lord is gonna give us that first.
Yep.
First and foremost, He already gave it to us through the scriptures, man. Because through the scriptures, the Lord opened up our eyes, man, and we
That's right.
we see and understand now judgment, which is what Jake in the world doesn't understand. They don't understand why they went into captivity, why we went through all these, hardships, and we're still going through it, and they don't understand how the Lord is gonna deal with Esau, Edom, and the other heathens that as we're going into are benefiting of all the things they did unto our people, man. Um, that was pretty much on that.
Hold on,
Uh,
brother.
And then
I
this,
changed the image. I mean, I changed the title since the spirit had gone another way. I changed the title, and the title of the lesson is now Stockholm syndrome has taken over Jake.
that's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? Black woman says.
And if you Google, I Google search modern day slavery in America, slavery still goes on to this day.
Yeah, and that's it. Again, that's beautiful because it's beautiful that you said that because the initial title for the lesson was Esau. Is still benefiting from our enslavement.
Mm-hmm.
It was too big of a event for these people not to benefit continually from that situation.
Yep.
But you got it, brother.
no, and I was gonna say real quick, just like we always talking about how those first 1,000 years of the build up of the kingdom is gonna be, and how we're pretty much gonna beat these nations into subjection and into following after righteousness. Well, that's pretty much what Esau did to our people, man, through
That's
chattel
right.
slavery. the colonization of the Americas. They completely, destroyed our people, morally and physically, man, spiritually and physically. And it's to the point where, yeah, like, our people don't see a world without wickedness, without their captives, their captors above them, or even in a, it's not even a equal playing field, because you talk to Esau about, you know being over Esau, and they don't even want that, or they just want to be like just underneath, like, oh, I'm cool, just right here in my place, which pretty much is what, to be a servant.
Yeah, so you see that picture right there. That's a black woman trying to save a fucking Edomite racist from getting stomped out by Jake. You know what I'm saying? This dude's a Klansman. You see, because it's crazy. Because when Esau is packed out, he's strong, right? He got his gun in his hand. You know, he's a big hubba bubba. He's the honky talk man. But then when he get hit and he fall, and then Jake get down on him, it's a problem. And it was crazy because it was other Edomites trying to stomp this dude out, man. You know what I'm saying? And this black woman threw her body on this devil to save him. You think he would do that for her if it was a bunch of racist Edomites standing around her? And no, he would join in. You know what I'm saying? And this is what What'd you say, brother?
He'd kick her in the head while she's down.
Yeah, and this is a beautiful illustration of America, because who's holding the USA up? The nigger woman, man. Yeah. The nigger woman, the Latin nigger woman, the Indian nigger woman. They're really the backbone of this place. Not talking about through work and all other shit. They're the ones that supply all the ilk to this man. Their children, their lives, their husbands, throw them in prisons. You know what I'm saying? And then you got sellout niggas like this guy.
Like this, look at this nigga.
These niggas out here trying to survive. It's an article that said right here. It said, hold on 1 second, find it. I had found this picture of Sloppy. It said right here, it says a Black Lives Matter activist, Patrick Hutchinson, who saved injured white man, held by Downing Street as the best of us. You see, you saving this devil, and you consider the best of us. Yeah, they say that when you save Esau, that, but see, in our kingdom, this ain't gonna be. He get put to death. You know what I'm saying? If he not picking that Edomite up to throw him in a fire or a ditch, which I wouldn't even touch this devil because I don't want to get, dirty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it ain't none of that, but this is a slave. You know what I'm saying? This man don't deserve, it's like no matter what he does, going back to that Stockholm syndrome, no matter what he does, Jake will not see the evil in this man. Get St. John chapter 8, verse 43. He will not see the evil in this man. It don't matter what he does to Jake. You know?
That's right. They be talking about, that's my friend. That's my friend.
Oh, buddy. No, we ain't friends. I'm so happy in my life, I can honestly say I don't have any Edomite friends that I know about.
I don't either.
Only my friends are the brothers in the truth, man. For real. Keep it a beam. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Everybody else I just deal with because I gotta go to work. But go ahead, bro.
This is the book of St. John 8 and 43. It says, why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my words.
Yeah, so two-thirds of Jakes, they couldn't understand what Yahawadah was saying. You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't they understand it? Because why can you not understand my speech? Even because you cannot hear my word, because the Lord didn't give them ears to hear. You know, that dude that we just showed you, he don't got ears to hear. You don't help your enemy. You giving this nigga a life, you giving this nigga a breath. No, let him get consumed. Don't save him. Don't jump in the way. Let him get ran over. Go ahead.
All right. It says, ye are your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
This man was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth. Why? Because there is no truth in the Edomite. And Jake didn't even realize that the Roman emperors and their people were Edomites, man.
God.
They really thought that these people were, well, you know, it was some Jakes that knew through the spirit, like they would know that Herod shouldn't have been on that throne because he wasn't an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Herod the Great. But they didn't know who this man was back then because he wasn't revealed. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't revealed as the devil, as Satan. See, this man had us thinking that Satan was some horned goat-looking motherfucker with hooves, with the mouth of a man and a pitchfork, you know, sticking pineapples up people's booty holes. You know what I'm saying? He really got Jake out here really thinking that it's a mythical beast-like character just burning people all day, burning souls, man. But in reality, the devil was in your face the whole time. You called him the so-called white man. You called him Uncle Sam. Go ahead, bro.
It says, oh, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
That's right. And that's why you can't trust no devil. But 2/3, they trusted this man. There's a precept in the brother Ariel, if you can get it, if you ain't got nothing else, you get the scripture where it says, the God of this world have blinded.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. That's easy. 1 Corinthians 4, verse 4.
Yeah, bring that up.
Because that's just what has happened to 2/3 of Israel. I believe it's 2 Corinthians 4, verse 4. Salakia. The God of this world has blinded the minds of the unbelievers. Yep, that's the one. The water, brother. This is 2 Corinthians 4, verse 4. In whom the God of this world.
Start at 3.
Start at 3?
Yeah.
But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
Mm-hmm.
And who's lost? 2/3 of Israel is lost. They totally through.
Yep.
Verse 4, in whom the God of this world, Job 9:24 comes to mind. The God of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe not, with his false philosophies, doctrines, in the church, these holidays. These niggas love these holidays, man. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that stuff. Yep, Happy New Year, just New Year just passed. When people say to me, I had this happen to me this week, oh, Happy New Year, my response is usually, what's so new about it? What's new? Ain't nothing new. And then they look at me sideways.
Yeah, it's a dead of winter. It's cold as shit. Ain't nothing growing, but it's a Happy New Year.
Lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, which is this truth, who is the image of the Most High, Yahawah, should shine unto them.
Yeah,
that's why Jake don't want this truth. Because when we see it when we out there on the highways and byways, when we speak about it, Jake frown up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's wrong with Christmas? Everything, nigga, is a lie.
Yeah, everything, nigga. That's right. And the Lord don't want them. Because if this gospel, if this light shining on every Israelite, then the Lord will have to save every Israelite.
That's right.
But every Israelite is not accounted for salvation right now. Only
many are called, few are chosen.
Yeah, only the elect, the remnant.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Esau ain't gonna save you out of this situation. He can't even save himself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't even looking to save you. You know, Esau, I was looking at something my daughter had put me on to something that this Edomite that owned or started Lululemon, some shitty ass fucking clothing company made for exclusively for middle class and upper middle class and wealthy white people, white families.
Yeah.
And they start putting these stores in these different inner cities and locations. And Jake started going up in there, and they weren't invited. Esau said that they had fat people going up in there looking for stuff, and he said fat people's money is bad money.
What?
Yeah, he said that. I think he said fat people's clothing is bad money. So he don't even make clothes for people that is overweight. And then he said also too that he doesn't want an undesired crowd to come up into that store. You already know who he's talking about. He ain't talking about the Chinese. He said he made Lululemon He created just a name called Lululemon because there's no pronunciation for Lululemon in a Japanese. So in the Japanese language, so he finds it amusing when a Japanese tries to say the store because they can't say L's. They got a problem with that shit because of their language. So here it is, this nigga getting off on the fact that they shit can't even pronounce this bullshit ass language, let alone go in this bullshit ass store. And it's crazy because I was at the mall with my daughter and I was like, hey, it's a Lululemon. You want to go in there?
What's
like,
it called?
Lululemon.
Lulu.
Lululemon.
Lululemon. Oh,
yeah.
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I said, you want to go up in there? She was like, no, they don't like us. She said, that came out yesterday. I said, for real?
Wow.
And I seen it. I read the article with my own eyes, man. And it's the same with all of these brands. Here it is. You want this man. He doesn't want you. Esau don't want his brand to become streetwear. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, I just looked this up. Remember, this is it says October 30th, 2013. It started as a rumor, but it turned out to be true. Tommy, and I know you remember this, Tommy Hilfiger not intended for minorities. That's what he said.
I was just thinking that.
And where does most of his money come from? Minorities.
Yeah, I was about to bring that dude up as an example. Yep. Yeah, had his brother figured out. Yeah, Tommy Hilfiger said the same thing. Even though he had black people modeling his clothes, he didn't want niggas in his shit. Ralph Lauren don't want you niggas in his shit.
That's right.
You know, none of these labels, none of these people, they want to benefit, but they don't want to benefit from you. You know what I mean? So why is your heart going out for this man? You know what I'm saying? Can you get the precept where it says, all thy lovers have forsaken thee? And can you get the precept?
All thy lovers have forsaken thee?
Can you get the precept? No, not that precept. The Kahan will get that precept.
Okay.
Can you get the precept where it says, why trimmest thou way for love, man?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You can read first, Kahan.
This is the book of Jeremiah 30 and verse 14. It says, well, yeah, I'll read straight to the point. 30 and 14. It says, all thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquities, because thy sins were increased.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, start at 13.
Okay, verse 13, it says, there is none to plead thy cause, that
matter
thou
of fact, Salakia. Start at 12.
God, Jeremiah 30 and 12, it says, for thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up, that thou has no healing medicines.
Yep.
That's right. And that, and all that is what? Us coming from a place of righteousness, of where we conducted ourselves with decorum and stuff, to being what you see in the streets today, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans of today, which nobody likes. You see, it says, all thy lovers have forgotten thee, they seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased.
And that's why we in the condition that we in.
That's right.
That's exactly why. Because of the multitudes of our iniquities. And none of these nations is going by to see how we are. None of these, here it is, you going by to see how Esau. You think in the kingdom of heaven, brothers going to stop and say, man, yo, how the Edomites doing, man? Hell no. They going, just like in this society, in this world, the super elite don't say, damn, how are those Negroes doing? You know what I'm saying? No, what they say to each other is, hey, what are we doing about the Negro problem? What are we doing about the Hispanic problem? The Native American problem? What are we doing about the Israelite problem?
How can we destroy them further?
Yeah, how can we destroy them further? Let's get them further away from their God as possible.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe guys like Tommy Hilfiger and so-called fashion icons like that, most of their money comes from Jake.
Yeah,
you know?
it do. It's street. Timberlands was a shitty ass construction boot company.
Yeah.
Nobody's wearing that shit. Maybe some hikers. If you ever wore a pair of Butters, which is like those, they call them constructions, bro, them shits is heavy. They fucking fuck your arch up. Yeah, they uncomfortable. There's no padding in the motherfuckers, bro. They just
expensive too.
Yeah, expensive as shit. Why they? Because Jake was buying them shits.
They could buy them all.
I remember when trees, we used to call them trees. Some of them shits was like maybe like $60, $70, $80 the most. Then they went to 100. Then they went to 110. Then they went to 120.
Wow.
Now it's almost $200. Woo. You know what I'm saying? For a fucking pair of trees, bro. Like, nah, bro. You know. But Jake made that shit fashionable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're not the strongest boots. They're definitely not the most equipped boots. See, Edomites, when they get boots, they actually use them shit. They're utility. It's not a fashion statement. But because Jake will latch on to something and then he'll make it popular, everybody start talking about it. Now it's fashionable, everybody want to get it. But yet these same labels will tell you that they don't like you. They don't want your money. They don't want your patronization. They don't want any of that. Yeah. They just want you to be gone. And there was a time when we used to make our own clothes in this country, bro. We had to. We had no other choice. You know? One of the brothers said right here, since Air Jordans were supposed to be made for white kids in the suburbs. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And niggas is killing each other for Jordans, man. But they ain't take Jordans off the rack. They come out with a new Michael Jordan shoe every other month. And it's the same damn shoe. They just re-imaging it or remaking it. Put some splat. He ain't even getting creative no more. At this point, he just rerunning the same shoes that he been had. Because the nigga ain't played ball in over 20 years. He ain't stepped on a basketball court professionally in the last 20 plus years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't jumping out the gym. Michael Jordan don't even wear Michael Jordan shoes. It got so bad that Michael Jordan, he can't sell his house. He got a house somewhere in Chicago that's just a burden to this nigga. And he can't get it off because nobody want to buy that shit for all that millions of money living outside Chicago. The nigga trying to offer. Bro.
He got the number 23 all over that shit too.
Yeah, so so that's gonna cost the new person that moved up in that bitch money to get that shit off. Yeah, he done paid 20, 30, 40 million dollars for the bullshit and property. It ain't been updated since the 90s.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So now the nigga gotta do, come on, nobody want that hassle. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga, it got to the point where the nigga, and I'll get back to the point, but it got so bad the nigga tried to offer every pair of Michael Jordan's original joints to sell that shit. And nobody wants sneakers. Only niggas think about sneakers. Only think about sneakers, man. Whoa, you got a Michael Jordan or Michael Jordan on. You got a Michael J. You got the J. Nigga. Like, bro, it's just a shoe. And Esau will wear one pair of shoes and dick them shits and still wear them shits and still be invited into the most classy joint while you niggas got the freshest shoes standing on the corner in the cold.
For real.
I remember when that Tommy Hilfiger thing was in the news, was trending in the news, that he was a racist because all that stuff he supposedly said. His stock didn't go down.
Nah.
Niggas was still buying this shit.
Yeah. just like when that whole Gucci shit came out. They actually showed you they hate you niggas. And niggas still wearing that shit.
Yeah.
We boycott Gucci. Niggas don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's Stockholm syndrome, man.
Yeah, that's Stockholm syndrome to the bone, it's in there. It's almost like it's in their DNA. Like they were created with that.
I got a preset, brother, from the brother Dye Garments from Basra. Shalom, my brother. It says, Lamentations 2:15, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Breaking down, Ariel.
Yep, and that's what they do to Jake today. You know, make pretty much make fun of Jake. Mm-hmm. You know, even though in things like sports, we're the best, basketball, football, baseball, and what have you. But people still look at the so-called black man and turn their nose up, so to speak. You know, you guys ain't shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, you good at this and that, but you really ain't nothing.
It says, verse 16, Lamentation 2:16 from the brother dyed garments from Basra. All thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day we look for. We have found her. We have seen it. You know?
Yeah, these other nations, they're happy. They like it when they see Jake down. And you see it when the police, remember that whole Rodney King thing? When he was getting beat down? Oh, these other nations, they love that shit. They ate all that shit up.
Yeah.
You know?
They thought that shit was a Timex commercial.
Yeah.
They had the timer on the bottom, and niggas thought that shit was a commercial, but that shit was really happening.
Entertainment. That was just entertainment.
He got his ass beat on TV to entertain. And then, you know, when niggas started acting like niggas, when niggas nig, you know, they love seeing that. They love seeing Jake at the lowest of the lowest. But our people don't want to see Esau at the lowest of the lowest. You know?
Even that Jake that jumped over the bench to get at that judge, that video will get played over and over again as like entertainment. That's why they put it on the news. They ain't put it on the news to say this is what you don't do in court. They put it on the news to pretty much say, look at this nigga. Look at it. This nigga going to jail. The judge told this nigga he going to jail. This is how you don't act.
For real. But the Lord gave that man wings that day, man.
That nigga had spiritual. I said, when I first saw it, I said, that nigga had spiritual power.
That nigga had spiritual power. He had spiritual strength and he could fly. I was like,
did you see his takeoff?
So I didn't see him take off. I just see him in the air jumping.
That nigga was like Superman.
Yeah, he went like this, and then when he grabbed it like a lion grabs its prey straight by the neck, bro. He got it by the neck, and he got it. He had a hold on. Yeah, man. And you know that's gonna happen. While you niggas got the Stockholm syndrome, it's some Jake starting with the elect, but it's gonna be some Jakes and wild Jakes too. They're gonna realize like this man's the devil. Like I ain't worried about this man. He ain't worried about me. I ain't worried about him. They're gonna go all off for you. They're gonna go all out for you, man. You know what I'm saying? This man is gonna really. It's gonna be bad out here, bro.
It's gonna be bad.
This is the year of hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, bro.
And
I've been waiting for the apostles through the spirit and power of Yahawah Shah for the apostles to heart to name a year like this, bro.
I believe it's coming.
I'm telling you, every year. That since the apostle been naming, the spirit of the Lord was on them to name years, shit happened. Shit really fucking happened, bro. This man is a prophet, bro. I'm not playing, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The Lord is really working with the apostles, bro. Especially Apostle Tahar, man. So shit's about to get real. If you ain't tightened up by now, if you still believing in this fucking nightmare called America right now, you through, man. You ain't helping you, man. And we ain't gonna do it, like, bro, like, you know, all these women shitting on men, like it ain't gonna come back to them. You think that you can always find a better man? It's so very few men, real men on this planet, and you out here thinking you can find 2 and 3.
And the real men don't want you.
Yeah, and the real men don't want you. The niggas just all a man gonna do is fuck you. He ain't gonna take care of you. He ain't gonna take care of your child. He ain't gonna sacrifice for you. You know what I'm saying? These hoes think that they can find a life, and man, you about to be assed out here, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I pray for my children, man. I pray for my kids, man, because I know that the Lord gonna have mercy on who you gonna have mercy on. So at the end of the day, you know, you women, you're through, man, because these women they believe in Esau.
That's right.
You talk about Stockholm syndrome, the nigga woman, the Latino woman, they got it bad, bro. She
got it bad.
You know,
she got it bad. Judging by the way this year started, the Lord started it off with that earthquake in Japan against his Ammonites. Hey, that's a sign in itself.
It was a slow.
And even over here, brother, over here on Oahu, it seemed like as soon as you brothers, the plane took off, the shooting started over here. like the fucking heathen who the police was chasing around the island the other day. All morning they chasing this fool around the island, and he's shooting at him while he's in the car. Yeah,
shit is real, bro.
Yeah.
Shit is real. I didn't know
that. Yeah. Look it up. The Samoan dude. The police, the undercovers chasing this fool around the island, all from the North Shore to town. And this fool, he's shooting while he's driving. He shot 2 of them. He shot 2 cops, and they shot his ass back, and he in the spirit world right now.
Good. You see, hey, people lose their fucking mind all over the place, man. Shit is getting real. But
that's prophecy, bro. That's prophecy. Because Yahawashi said in Matthew 24, one of the signs he gave the disciples of his second coming, he said, the love of many shall wax cold, and iniquity, he said, iniquity will abound, will increase. Yeah. And that's all that's been happening on Oahu, bro. Motherfuckers driving around, shooting, robbing, and stealing, just you know, all day, every day. And I'm telling you, bro, as soon as you brothers took off, it's like a little match.
It ain't us, brother. It's your how about y'all shot, and you know, he keeping you safe. He keeping you away from all the niggerdom. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, bro, I'm telling you, that's why the spirit been on me heavily lately to learn those Hebrew prayers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To learn those prayers in Hebrew, because them prayers in Hebrew, you know, carry a stronger vibration. You know,
that's right. That's right.
And that's why I've been in them, trying to learn them, trying to get them down in my spirit, so I can just quote them off the top of my head. You know, and just pray to the Lord in Hebrew. So Lord willing, He hear my prayers and hear your prayers and say, "Oh, I'm gonna protect. I gotta protect these brothers over here because they praying to me."
Yeah.
You know, in the language I want them to pray to, especially that peace and safety prayer. You know, that Yahawah Shemi Hashai, Nathan Yallah, give to me Shalom, peace, Wabatak, and safety.
Yeah.
No, you gotta pray that one, because then that angel that brings us, that keeps us safe, he's gonna come and protect us. You know what I'm saying? Keep us safe, because that's what we're praying to the Lord for.
Yeah, post that prayer up in the chat, bro.
I did. I sent it to y'all.
I thought you did.
I sent y'all 3. I sent y'all 2 yesterday. 2
God.
2 yesterday.
So hey, man, we're gonna wrap it up. You know, I think I'll do the other lesson, Lord willing, if the Spirit jump on me a little later. You know, how Esau is benefiting from our enslavement and our captivity. You know, has benefited, is benefiting, but this was a beautiful spiritual lesson because it went somewhere
Yes,
that the Spirit wanted to go. Stockholm Syndrome has taken Jake's mind. You know, you believe in that Christian church, you believe in a white Christ, you believe that the white man is able to be saved, nigga, you got Stockholm Syndrome. Because you don't believe that about you. And when we get him in captivity, all he gonna know is pain. All he gonna know is despair. It ain't gonna be no mercy, none. We ain't gonna let up until it's time to burn this motherfucker in the fire. So 1,000 long years. See, what you gotta understand that we've been through as a nation, the Lord showed mercy. That's why He gonna pay these nations back for what they did to the elect. He gonna pay them back. 2/3 were born in vain. They were born to be destroyed. They were born to catch that hell that's coming. But the Lord is gonna destroy this man for what he did to his elect. Lord won't be part of the elect. What he did to us, bro, and what he's doing to us, and we're all first-hand witnesses. We was all there out of the mouth of 2 or more witnesses. Let everything be established, man. You know? So and if ain't nobody else got nothing, man, we want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahawah. Say double honor to the apostles and the bishop elders. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.